Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to Super Saturday. Good morning. Well, we got about 10 more minutes before we get started. My name is Lawrence Turner, Vice President here in Las Vegas. Super excited. Hold on. I'm too excited. Super excited about Super Saturday training, webinar, from home, laptop, lifestyle, all those things. Hey, just stand by, be ready to take some notes because we're going to go through this quick, fast, in a hurry. So make sure you take notes. But right now, get prepared. We're going to get started right at 12 o'clock. Super exciting stuff. That's what we're going to talk about today. So be ready. It's going to be on. It's going to be fire. Hey, I see Mr. Chauncey Moore is there. How you doing, Chauncey?
I'm doing good, buddy. I'm here.
Good. We got some good stuff for you, brothers. Be ready. Be waiting. Hope you got your pen and paper and everything.
Of course.
All right, man. Good job.
I'm ready to get some good information from
you. You got it. We also got Miss Cynthia Davis in the house.
Hello, Cynthia.
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Awesome. Ready to roll.
I'm so excited about today. This is going to be fun. I'm ready for this.
Can you hear the music in the background?
No, I don't, actually.
What? Uh-oh.
Better turn it up.
Hold on. Let me see.
There it is. Now I'm catching your drift.
We got Christy in the house. We got Shari in the house. Deanna's in the house. Mike, Katrina, we got everybody. People still coming on. Very excited. So we'll get started at 12 o'clock. Rock and roll. I'm going to step back so y'all can enjoy the view where I'm sitting.
Mark Ronson, tap now to listen to my Pandora story. I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things you kills me, makes me feel alive. I've been sleep, about the things you need to be. I've been pretty hard, counting numbers to become a star. I've been sleep, dreaming about the things you really could be. I've been pretty hard.
Okay, everybody, hello, hello. This is Lawrence Turner from Las Vegas. Welcome to the Super Saturday Training Webinar. We're going to get started in about 5 minutes. So make sure you have a notepad, pen, paper, marker, charcoal, whatever you got to take notes, because we're going to be going fast and furious because we got a lot of information to get into you, into your mind in a short period of time. So again, about 5 to 4 minutes, we'll be starting. So enjoy the music as we stand by.
Makes me feel alive.
This is Zach from One Republic. This is Ryan from One Republic. Tap now to listen to our Pandora story.
Yes, yes. Okay, good, good. Awesome, awesome. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Super Saturday Training Webinar. My name is Lawrence Turner, Vice President with Financial Education Services based out of Las Vegas, Nevada. I want to really, truly thank everyone that has gotten up. I don't know if you was hanging out last night or whatever, and it was kind of tough for you to get up on this webinar, but for the ones that are here on this webinar, man, I commend you because, you know, I've always said, if you separate yourself from everybody else, you have a better shot at doing well, not only in this business, but in any business. So it's just super excited about that. So we're going to get started here in just a second. I just want to make sure I got everybody on point. Recording. Let's take Michelle's phone off. Let's do that. Mute. Okay, perfect. Who else we got? Let's see. Oh, we got perfect. Just want to put your phone on mute, your microphone on mute, so we can get started. Want any interruption? Who is that right here? Mute and mute. Perfect. 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 So it's right at 12 noon. Again, this training, Super Saturday training, this is one of the most exciting trainings I love to conduct with other leaders in our organization, because it gives you information to help you get your business off the ground. And that's what this is all about. It's about getting your business off the ground, getting rocking and rolling, understanding what you're doing. See, people don't do business or bring on new agents because they lack confidence. And the reason they lack confidence is they don't have the knowledge in this business. And that's what holds them back. So that's why these trainings are super, super powerful. And the ones that don't get on, I feel sorry for them. Because again, when I first started, just a little bit about my background, I started back 8 years ago, and I was introduced to financial education services by a friend of mine. She was a real estate broker, and she was using the company as a tool to help her bring on more clients, but she wasn't really engaged in the business. And she was basically the only one person here. She found the company through the internet or whatever the case may be, but she came to me and said, Lawrence, there's a company out there helping people restore their credit. And I said, that can't be right. So I said, let me take a look at it. That's exactly what I did. And thank God I took the time to look at it. She didn't prejudge me. I didn't prejudge what she was bringing to me. I just did the research myself and said, you know what? I may take a chance, because at the time, I had just got out of the real estate investing market, and the real estate market at that time had crashed, and so did everything else. My credit score, my ability to own property. I was renting a home, driving a car that I've been driving for years because I was scared to get a car because of the high interest rate. I was driving a Lexus GS 300. It wasn't even a 400, it was a 300. That's what I was driving. And nice car, but I had it for years and years and years and years. Had a 522 FICO score at the time. But when I decided to take that jump, that leap of faith, and pay my money that I didn't have, but pay the money to get my credit together, to join an organization to help other people restore their credit, my life totally changed around. 9 months later, 9 months, my score went from 522 to a 522 to a 749. How about that? I was back in business. I couldn't believe it. And then I started to build a business, and like everybody else, in the beginning, I was casual, just like how everybody does it. And I wish somebody was here to teach me how to be serious and a professional in this business. I probably could be a lot further. See, I started this business. There was nobody in Las Vegas. There was nobody really building in Las Vegas. So I had to start from scratch as an agent, start the meeting, start the training, start recruiting, start doing all this all by myself. I had some help from corporate, I had help from mentors in a different state, but it all basically started on me. I could have made the decision, said, there's nobody here to help me. I'm not doing the business. I could have made the decision to just say, you know what, this is too difficult. I don't like the rejection. I don't like people not calling me back, not people responding, not people showing up. I don't want to do this business. I could have did that, but that's what most people do. So all I said, and I've said this over and over again, separate yourself from everybody else and you can be successful. And that's what I did. And now I have an organization that stretches all across the country, incredible leaders throughout our organization. Some of those are going to be on this Saturday training this evening. So that's going to be exciting. So again, make sure you take notes. That's very important. Hold your answers, hold your questions, write them down, get back with your leader or your person who's training you and ask those questions. Because again, we have a lot of information to give you and we don't really have time to answer questions or we'll be here until midnight. So we don't want to do that. So we're gonna get started. But before we get started also, hey, listen, for those of you that's in Las Vegas, I'm super excited. I'm a guy that likes to have fun. If you haven't noticed yet, some of you are like, nah, not Lawrence. He don't like to have no fun. He's just serious about his business. But I love to have fun. So afterwards, anytime after 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, swing by my house. We're going to have a barbecue, cocktails, put your feet in the pool, swim. I know some of you guys don't want to swim, but at least put your toe in the pool or something. But just come on and relax, let your hair down. See, I let mine down too much and it disappeared. So come on through, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, get the address. The address, you can get it from anybody. But come on through, enjoy yourself. See, it's about building camaraderie. See, show up and get better, because you never know who's going to be at this party this afternoon that you can get information that can help you in your business. So you can't think about just you. You got to think about everything else, the big picture. And that's what I want to kind of go into, is the big picture. So think about this. What the training topics we're going to talk about today is these several things. And they change throughout each Saturday training, but some of the things we're going to go over is developing the right mindset and attitude, which is key into your success in any business, having the right mindset and attitude. We're going to talk about social media, how to build your business through social media, which I'm so excited about. The basics of your back office and business office. We use that term interchangeably, but it's the same place. Some of you haven't even been to your back office, but we're going to talk about that. Financial education services and United Credit Education Services, products and services. We want to talk about that. How to sell the services, how to build your team. We're going to talk about the compensation plan. We're going to talk about how to get promoted and training and utilizing our incredible system. So think about this, developing the right mindset. I saw this a while back ago and it made so much sense to me. I said, I got to talk about this. It says, based on analysis, an estimated 95% of those who survive 10 years in our industry will become wealthy beyond their wildest expectations. See, that's not saying that you in the business and not working the business for 10 years. So you wait there after 10 years and say, okay, where's my wealth? No, you have to be working the business who survived 10 years. That means you got to stay extremely focused for an extended period of time in order for you to enjoy the success a lot of people are enjoying. Very, very important. So our industry is an industry in which common people, look at this, what it's saying. Our industry is a system in which common people can invest a small sum, $288, and through sheer tenacity and determination, rise to staggering levels of financial reward and personal freedom. See, that's what I got involved in this business for. Great, the money is great, but I wanted that personal freedom. I wanted to control my time. I wanted to do things on my own and not have someone control when I get to go on vacation, when I get to go to lunch, how much money I make, all those things. I wanted to control that. You have the same opportunity to do the same thing here. So here's the question you need to ask yourself. What is your reason for getting started? What's your why? See, my why is, I wanted to be an example of my kids. Number one, showing them that they can be an entrepreneur. They can do anything outside of just being an employee. But number two, I want to show them how not to be a quitter. See, people quit all the time on themselves. I didn't want my kids to see me that way. I wanted to take care of my parents, my mom. My mom just called and said, son, can you send me some money because I got some things to take care of? No problem. Zelle, no problem. Just send it to her. I want to take care of my pops. God rest his soul, just passed recently, but I want to make sure I take care of them. And my family come to me if they need something done, if they have questions. I'm like the person they go to because of what I accomplished. So this form right here, make sure that you filled it out. It says getting started. That's located in your back office. And you want to write down, why are you doing this business? And it can't just be because I want to make a lot of money. That's not going to do it. It's got to be something that moves you. So make sure you get that form and fill out your reason why. Because again, you're going to have ups and downs in this business. People are going to tell you no. People are going to frustrate you. People are going to do all the things they say they're going to do and not do it. And you have to revert back to your why to keep you focused. How serious do you want to take this business? Are you viewing this business as more of a hobby or strictly for personal income? Or are you, listen to this, or are you viewing this business as a serious opportunity? Let me just put some of these people on mute. There we go. As a serious opportunity or serious business with high expectations for significant earning potential, along with control of your time and your life. See, that's how you got to make the decision. And it's fine however you want to do it. It's fine. Whatever you say, listen, you could be saying, listen, LT, I just want to make an extra $200, $300, $400, $500 a month or a week. Okay, great. That's fine. But let the person know what your intentions are. But if you're viewing this as a serious business with high expectation, we're going to expect more from you. There's going to be things you got to do a little bit different than a person that's just asking for supplemental income. So I hope that you understand that's very, very important. So you want to set realistic goals, have realistic expectations, have long-term thinking, be persistent in the things that you're doing, the right things. Have vision, man. That's what it is. Where there's no vision, what does he say? What the book says, the people perish. So make sure you set those things in place because, again, you have to think separately outside of an employee opposed to an entrepreneur building something special that you can carry on for the rest of your life and change generations. But you have to have those set in mind. This is all about mindset. See, to achieve success, here's the things you have to develop: a focused commitment, a positive attitude. That's a key point. See, nobody likes a negative person. You get nothing from being negative. And negative people are always looking for people to join their club. Positive people, you probably normally have to pay someone or somebody to get positive information. Negative stuff, free of charge. Strong work ethic, that's key. Organizational and time management skills. We put together things to help you organize your time and help manage your activity. Be coachable. You know, no one likes someone that's don't want to be coachable, don't want to listen to the things that have already been accomplished, that already established a track record. So that's one of the things you have to do. Is you have to be coachable. Have urgency, passion, enthusiasm. See, people want to follow people that are passionate, going somewhere. That's what people like. So that's what we want to make sure that you have those. Let me put this person on mute. There we go. And mute. There we go. Okay. A deep desire to grow. That's a key thing. You got to understand something. You got to grow personally and professionally in this business. You can't expect to get the big things out of life or big things out of FES if you don't change. So if you're not happy with where you're at right now, you got to change. You got to change the way you are. Reading positive books, hanging around the right people. Somebody told me a long time ago, your income is predicated on the group of people that you hang around with. So if you hang around people that made $30, $40, $50, $60,000 a year, that's probably going to be right around the amount of income that you have. If you hang around people that don't have that much passion, guess what? You're probably not going to have that much passion. See, that's very, very important. See, be able to handle things called what's called rejection. And you got to handle rejection on a daily basis. You're going to get rejected in this business. I'm telling you right front. See, I want to be upfront with you. I don't want to sugarcoat this. I want to tell you that you're going to get rejected every day if you're doing this business the right way. See, understand something about rejection. See, rejection, what I want to talk about, let me get this right. See, hold on, I got some people that's coming on that's not on mute, and I'll take care of that. Perfect. Good to go. Okay, perfect. Okay, so being self-motivated. Okay, let me put this down. When you're self-motivating, guess what you'll earn? Like it says, you'll earn respect. You'll set the pace for your team because they'll see that you're motivated. Be positive, as we talked about. What perception do you want others to have about you? How are they going to look at you? They're going to look at you as a negative person, or they're going to look at you as a positive person? And see, you can be negative, but don't let people know about it. And if you are negative, what you need to do is go into a closet and talk to yourself. And then when you come out the closet, you need to be extremely, extremely positive when people see it. Put a smile on your face. See, sometimes I see people don't even know if you have teeth or not because you don't smile. People want to see someone happy. How about walk tall and confident? That'll give you confidence right there. Walking tall and talking louder. That'll build confidence. Enjoy the roller coaster ride of life because there's going to be ups and downs in this business. There's going to be ups and downs in life. And I'm sure some of you have experienced that. But enjoy the roller coaster. Have fun and be fun. See, we're going to be doing that this afternoon. I want to see who's going to be fun when you come over today. Now, some of you guys may like say, well, I ain't going over there because I'm not a very fun person. Listen, you can be fun. Make the decision, right? Control your thoughts and your emotions. You know, a lot of people wear their emotions on your sleeve, and that can dictate how your business grows. You have to take control of your thoughts and emotions. It's so, so important. When we talk about rejection is something so powerful. It can render us virtually immobile, destroying our enthusiasm and excitement. And these are things that are essential to qualities for success. They're essential qualities for success. So what you have to do is you got to think about this. You got to say, let me make rejection an ally instead of an enemy. So be happy somebody rejects you, because if somebody says no, great. Go to the next person. No, great. Next person. No, great. Next person. No, great. Guess what's about to come? Yes. So be happy with the no's. Be happy with the people that don't show up. Be happy with the people that say they're going to start and don't start, because eventually someone is going to say yes, as long as you stay persistent. So again, make rejection your ally instead of your enemy, because some of you out there, when you get rejected, you look like this. You get knocked out for the count. You down for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and you out. Because someone said no. See, in this lifetime, in this business, when you get knocked down, you got to get back up. You have to get back up. So what you want to do is you want to be like a rhino. See, a rhino has thick skin. You stick a pin in a rhino, that pin just don't even move, because that's rejection. But they got thick skin. You don't want to be a sheep. See, sheep get slaughtered. You stick a pin in the sheep, what does the sheep sound like? Meh, meh, meh. You don't want to be like that. Be a rhino. Get stuck with rejection, and it just fall right out. That pin bends on you. That's what you want to be in this business, and having the right mindset and understanding that rejection just rolls off. Make it an ally. See, financial freedom begins with a change of mindset. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. So important. I always like to start these trainings off with the mindset, because that's the most important part of this business. That's 90+% of winning in American business, is having the right mindset. So let's move to the next subject. We're going to talk about the basics of your back office. Again, make sure you're taking copious notes about this, because you're not going to remember everything. So here's your website. Everyone was issued a website, myfes.net/whatever your username. This is your website. Now, as you can see the arrow pointing to agent login, we're going to get into your back office. It says your back office is where you'll find the FES corporate training schedule under training tab. You want to log into, pay attention, you want to log into your back office every day, just like you go in to work. You go into your office if you had a full-time or part-time job. What if you didn't go to your job every day because you didn't feel like, oh, I forgot to go to work? You're fired. See, you need to go into your back office every day, just like you go into your office or your job, and check on your back office. I remember going to my back office. Guess what I saw on mine? Zero. Nothing. But I kept going. I trained myself to make sure I go in there and make it a habit. So when I started to see business, when I started to see new agents, it was already a habit. I was already going there. So let's talk about this. Your website, you have the opportunity to enroll agents, customers, and agent login. So when you look at this, you look at your website, there's business opportunity in the middle. But to the left of it, when you click on your website and you click on products, these are the products that you can offer separate outside the protection plan that you can sell and help your clients get involved in. In the middle, business opportunity. This is where you can enroll agents. Just go to your website, click on business opportunity, click on enroll now, and enroll an agent. You can enroll them as an individual, or you can enroll them as a company, your choice. And then to the right of business opportunity, agent login. When you click on that, you can see the sign in or the login page that comes up. So you can log in and get into your back office. This is what your back office looks like. Now, some of you may not can see this clearly, but I'm trying to give you the idea on what's in your back office, or how to get to your back office. So this is your back office dashboard. So we're going to explore some of the areas on your dashboard in your back office. Number one, we're going to go over what's called a 4-4-5 calendar. This dictates or tells us how many days in a month that we have what's called a volume month. So when you click on that calendar, it's going to come up with a schedule for each and every month. 4-4-5 means that the first month we got a 4-week calendar. The second 4 stands for another 4-week calendar. And then the 5 stands for a 5-week business month. So that means we have every quarter, we have what's called a 5-week business month. So for example, January, February is a 4-week volume month. And then March, which is the 3rd month, we have a 5-week business month. And then January, March, then April, 4 weeks, May, 4 weeks, June, 5 weeks. Then July, 4 weeks, August, 4 weeks, then September, 5 weeks. So that's what we're in right now. 4 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. In 5 weeks, you want to take advantage of, because guess what? You have an extra week to go out and do more business than you've ever done. And a lot of people usually get promoted during that time frame because it's an extra week that we're given to do as much as we can. So that's very, very powerful. So that's what that calendar means. Then we have what's called the Message Center. The Message Center kind of give you information on what's going on currently with financial education services, what's new. You can see to the right, any messages are going to be put there by the corporate office. You have an opportunity to look at your business in advance. You can see your personal volume. You can see your group volume. You can see your total volume. You can see which teams are producing. You'll see all that at your business at a glance. And then you'll also, at the bottom right, you'll be able to see who are the top producers within the company. So a lot of times we look at what those people are doing in the company and kind of emulate what some of the things that they're doing to help them become top producers in the company. So we also have what's called, which is very exciting, is the commission report. The commission report, you can view all your commissions anywhere every Wednesday, somewhere around 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Sometimes it's a little early. All you do, let me try to see if I can get this marker here and see if I can use that. Let's see here. Here we go, right here. So you can see right here, you can click on commissions, and then you'll click on commission report, and that'll bring up your report. And it looks like this. Let's see if I can get it up here. It looks like this. You'll click on commission report, hit the drop down window, and then also it'll tell you the date that you're looking for, and then it'll print up your check. It'll show you how much you're getting on Thursday. So anywhere between like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, you look in there on Wednesday, you'll see what's going to be deposited into your checking account or mailed to you that following Thursday. You also have the opportunity to print out the commission plan overview. So you may want to study that because there's a lot of information in there. You have the ability to do that. And if you're not on direct deposit, you also go to this tab to set up your direct deposit. Also in your back office, we have something very important, which is your reports. You click on reports, you have access to agent reports, you can see to the left, and you have access to customer reports. These are very, very important reports that you want to pay attention to, because if you're not, you can lose out on money, you can lose out business, you can lose out on a lot of things if you don't pay attention to these two reports. So some of you may be saying, well, I don't have any agents. Well, get used to clicking on it so you know when you do have agents, you know where to go. Customer reports, where your sales, how to place sales, all these things are there. It's available to you. Here's one main important report that was very, very important to me, and this is important for a lot of you that's starting off in your business. This is a report you want to pay attention to, and it's called the Customer Acquisition Bonus Report. This report will show you who is open, who you can trigger a CAB bonus for, who you can trigger a customer acquisition bonus on, because when you look at these names, if you don't pay attention and trigger a CAB on these individuals that's listed in this report within 70 days, you can lose money. Think about this. If you're a sales director and you're not paying attention to this customer acquisition bonus report, and someone slips through the crack and 70 days later, they're gone off your report, that means that money is gone. You can never get it back again. So daily, as soon as you start bringing people in, pay attention to this report, because you don't want to lose money. And your upline, they'll be looking at the report also, so they don't want to lose money either. Then we have the training tab. We have one tab, getting started. This is the form where I talked about earlier, where you can get your getting started right form from. You also have the FES overview that's located under the training tabs, under getting started. And then under training platform, this is our training that we have where you can access Success with FES, where you can learn a lot about our business, how customer acquisition bonuses work, how promotions work. And we're going to go over these things today, but it goes over the short videos that you can watch from home on a daily basis to learn about the business. See, we give you the tools. We give you the tools in order for you to get better at the business, become a professional at the business, get more information about this business. Okay, folks, so here's what I want to do. I hope that made sense to you. I hope you took notes on that. What I want to do is bring on our next speaker. She's going to talk about FES and UCES products and services. She's doing an absolute phenomenal job in the business. I mean, doing some great things. Super excited about the things that she's doing. Miss Cynthia Davis, Executive Sales Director. Take it away, young lady. It's on you. Let me put the camera on you if you don't mind. Let me see if I got this on you here. Let's go here. Can you put the camera? Oh, I get it. Hold on, Cynthia. Hold on a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. There we go. There we go. All right. Here we go. Let's put you on. Where are you, Miss Cynthia? Let's go down here. There you go. Unmute. Unmute. Oh, here we go. Unmute. Did I get you unmuted?
Can you hear me now?
There you go. I got you now. Let me put your picture on. See, I love how we do this.
I love the technology, don't you?
Yes. Let me see if I get you right here. Do I have your? Can you put yourself on camera?
I can't actually. All of the options disappeared.
Okay. Let me get that here. Let me get you right here. Make co-host. There you go. Put you there. And put you up here. Give me a second. We're going to get it, folks. Just stand fast. Trying to get her camera going. More. Make host. Ask to start video. Okay. There you go.
Hey there. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing absolutely phenomenal. And thank you so much. I'm going to transfer the controls. Waiting for Cynthia to take control. Okay, so you can take control.
There we go.
There you go. And let me take myself off, and you can make it happen.
I got it. Thank you so much. And it looks like it's just jumping through. So let's just let it just catch up for a second. I know as soon as I take control, it ends up having a little bit of a delay. Are you doing that?
Yep, I'm doing that now. I'm finished now.
Okay, cool, great. All right, so thank you so much, Mr. Turner. I appreciate all the kind words. I did hear all the amazing things that you said. And as you know, we've had a lot of activity, a lot of people coming in lately into the business. And, you know, it's been very exciting. I've been talking about Lawrence Turner. Many of you have been at these launches that I've been doing here in Las Vegas. And certainly we've been doing a lot of them across the country as well. And talking about how lucky that we are to be able to work with, you know, someone's a vice president in the company. When you start getting to a level like that, where you do over $100,000 in business every month, you know, you tend to have your leaders take care of the rest. And so you don't really get access to someone at that level very often, but we are so very lucky to have Lawrence Turner right here, not only in Las Vegas, but accessible to our team all across the country. So thank goodness he is there and leading the effort. So I was able to change the screen and now I'm not. Okay, good, great, now I've got it. So this is the reason many of us got into the business, was the protection plan, the services and the kind of things that we've been able to do here at Financial Education Services and of course, United Credit Education Services. And I do want to clarify that just really quickly is, you know, we are FES agents and we're the marketing arm for United Credit. So it's the beauty of what it is that we do. We're in marketing. We look for people that need what we have. We answer their questions, takes about 10 minutes, and we enroll them in the services. And at that point, United Credit takes it from there. You know, the company takes it from there to help the clients, pull the credit, do all those things. And we're going to talk about the details of each of the services today so that you have a good idea of how it works, so that you can intelligently answer your customers' questions and take it from there. So let's jump into it. You know, first, the protection plan membership. What's most important is that you be a product of the product. You know, when you join and, you know, you pay your $288 to join the business, you pay $199 for your agency and $89 for your protection plan. And again, I'm going to cover the services, but, you know, some people wonder, why are they needing to be on the services too if their credit is good? There's no better testimonial than your own testimonial, as far as nobody should believe in the product more than you. So if you're out there telling people they should have great credit, they should be protecting their identity, they should be protecting their assets and their family, we certainly should be walking the talk. So 3 reasons you need the protection plan. So your own family is protected. If you've seen these services, you know it's a whole lot more than just credit. As if that wasn't enough, there's so many more services in here, and each one of us need to have that to protect our family. So you have your own personal testimonial, and then of course, so that you can help guide your own agents that come into the business, and of course your customers through the services. If, you know, a brand new agent that comes in isn't in there making sure that they're activating their services, and then they bring in a new agent and that agent asks them, hey, so how does this will trust power of attorney work? And you don't know because you haven't even set up your own services, that can be a challenge. So when you go into your protection plan, you know, when you first become an agent, there's a lot of sites and you got a lot of getting used to. And so the site for your protection plan to log into your services is ucespp.net/your username. So for instance, your first initial last name, sometimes you'll have a number at the end of it. This is the site where you're enrolling all of your customers, and it's also the same site where you're logging into your own services. Okay, every customer, every agent that has the services, and we all log in the same way. So it is your email address, and then it's the last four of your social security number, making it really, really easy. Now, when you first get to this point, there's going to be a little messages. You know, they're doing a lot of updates. You know, they're offering something called the Protection Plan Plus. So you'll see some messages here that they want to point out for every person that's logging in, customers and agents. But all you're going to do is click on Access Protection Plan Account at the bottom, and that's going to take you into your services where everything is in one portal, in one place to make it nice and easy and streamlined, right? So your dashboard is what's going to pop up first with just an overall of some information it's important to know. And then, of course, you have the tabs all along the side with each of the services. Now, the FES United Credit, the FES site, this is what you want to know. So when you're enrolling someone in the protection plan, as I said, you're going to go to your United Credit site. When you want to enroll someone in some of these services individually, for instance, the Credit My Rent, you know, if you were to log somebody into, or you wanted to enroll somebody into the credit monitoring, maybe they don't have the protection plan, they just need the credit monitoring. These are the individual services that you have here. It's on your FES website at myfes.net/ and then whatever your username is. You click on products, and that's where you see all those other products. Okay, so many of us sell the protection plan, plus we'll say, hey, you need to build your credit with, you know, Credit My Rent or the secured card, and all of that is available here. So now what I want to do is really go through developing corporate accounts. A lot of people come into this business and their first thing is, well, who am I supposed to, where am I supposed to get my leads from? How am I supposed to get people interested in this? What do I do? Well, great way to do that is to go to, you know, people in the credit related industry. We call them corporate accounts. Okay. It's not anything that they pay for, but it's companies or people that are in the credit related industries, like real estate agents. A lot of people on this webinar today are real estate agents. You know, they see the value in complementing what our services have with their clients to help them get qualified. So real estate agents, car dealerships, mortgage lenders, bankers. For many of you, if you're just meeting me for the first time, and I probably could have said this sooner, but I was a branch manager at Citibank for 18 years when I heard about this company. I was actually lucky enough to have met Lawrence Turner then about 8 years ago almost now. And I was a branch manager. I had clients that were declined based on, you know, their credit challenges. And so I would refer them to him. He would get them back to me, sometimes 60 days, sometimes 6 months, just depended on the situation. But I was exceeding my goals at work. I was being able to get this pipeline of customers coming back in here. And that's all corporate accounts want. They want to be able to get their clients who don't qualify to buy a house or to get a business loan or whatever it is to come back through, right? Because they pay all this marketing to get people through the door, and then they go right out the back door as they have bad credit, right? So they love partnering with us to do this. So when you're going in to talk to somebody, and this is really what you want to be thinking about, who do I know in the credit related industry? You know, you can go out and start knocking on doors, but you're going to get a much lower percentage of success that way. Start with who do you know in these industries? Then you schedule a time. Hey, I can help you increase the number of home sales you have. When do you have a few minutes so we can talk about it? And you go in, and what do you have? You bring up in your FES store, you have folders that you can buy. And this is a beautiful thing, is that you have the ability to purchase materials that are already created for you, because this is a highly regulated industry. It's really important that you're following the rules that go with a business like this. And you don't have to create any of this stuff. It's all done for you. Just go in and purchase whatever you'd like. So you would have a folder. You're going to have a brochure inside there that kind of explains how the services work. And Lawrence, I know you just came back. Did you actually click on anything? Now it's not letting me. There we go. Okay, that was weird. I don't know why it just all of a sudden stopped. So there's the brochures that you can do into the program. Then of course your business cards. First thing, I was meeting and launching some people yesterday. I need to get business cards right away. Absolutely. Go into your business office, go to marketing tab, and then click on FES store. You're gonna find all the co-branded materials in there in the Vistaprint store, anything that you would ever wanna order, a banner, a brochure, anything at all, a polo, they're all in there for you. So now you're walking into your real estate agent, for instance, as an example, or mortgage lender, you've got your materials and you're being professional, right? Because you can't just walk in there and wing it. You've got to have the materials that show that this is a legitimate business that has credibility. Now, what are you going to say, right? So all of this has already been laid out for you, okay? We have gone through this thousands of times, and so we know what works. So all you have to do is go under Files in FES Team Impact. That's our private page that once you become an agent, you immediately have access to. You click on Files and you'll see all of the scripts, a lot of things we're going to talk about today at the Super Saturday training. You're gonna hear about Team Impact and where you can find those things. So it's on our private group in Facebook, and you can see all of these scripts in here. But this tells you exactly what to do. Let me ask you a question. What do you do with those clients that don't qualify based on credit to buy a home or to buy a car, depending on who you're talking to, right? So you tweak it a little bit for that. They'll tell you either nothing or we do this, and the script walks you through exactly how to handle those. And just know, if you're in a city, like for instance in Las Vegas, you have me, you have Lawrence Turner, you've got leaders here that will go with you on those events, or on those appointments, and we'll do the work for you. You do the introduction, and you hear it enough times, then you're going to be able to take over yourself. I mean, we have so many people in Las Vegas that are just masters at it now. But a couple of things to think about when you're going on these appointments is you've got to consider people's personality types. We're going to be digging into that just a little bit later in the training, and Lawrence Turner will be talking about that. But they're the type of personality most times, okay, that are very direct. They don't have time to waste time. Time is money to them. And so you need to have a sense of urgency when you're in there. It's not a whole lot of time for fluff. And, you know, you just got to, they want to know, what can you do to help me sell more homes? What can you do to help me sell more cars? Tell me how it works. And you have to be prepared for that, because again, those are the type of personalities just, you know, that you're going to end up having to deal with when you're in there. Now, if someone wants to become an agent, and again, we have so many people on the line today watching this webinar that immediately saw the value in being an agent and earning income, you know, on those clients that maybe couldn't qualify based on credit, and then that they can sell them a house later. But you're going to come across mortgage lenders, bankers, some real estate agents that don't want to be agents with the company. They just want to refer you the business. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. We need those, right? So all you do is go into your agent, into your back office where you've logged in as your agent, and you go to enroll in the referral source. All you need is their business card. They don't pay anything. You enroll them as a referral source in your business. And then every time they refer you somebody, they can see every client they've ever referred, and they can see what's going on with the progress of their credit restoration. So that's a beautiful thing. When you're going on these corporate account appointments, it's important to understand who your competitors are. You're going to be asking them, do you currently use anybody? So when they come back and they say Lexington Law or Continental, you need to know who these competitors are. So do your research. If you're in a different city, you've got some other, you know, companies that are popular. You know, I know who my competitors are. I know what questions to ask, and I never put down someone else that I don't even consider them competitors, because I know how much better we are than them. But you need to know the differences between what we bring to the table and what they do. So just know one of the differences with us and any other companies is the entire protection plan. People are getting not only their negative items removed, what's positive, what, you know, we're helping them to build positive credit, what debt do they need to pay down, they get credit monitoring. These are a lot of things that no other company has. That's one of the reasons we're better. Plus the A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. So there's a lot of reasons. So this is why you plug into these trainings, to really get prepared for these, because once you have one real estate agent, they'll tell other real estate agents. You can find out what lender they use. It blows up pretty fast if you go in there like a professional and you build that credibility right away. Sometimes when you're at a corporate account, they will want to see the website. They'll want to see a video or something. And so you have to be prepared for that. Always bring up your own website. Don't just go to ucesprotectionplan.com. Okay. Always, always, always give them your website. Pops up. They see your name. They see your email. They see your phone number. It's additional branding. I always suggest that they bookmark it right there. They may have a client. I'm going to get them good. Believe me, I'm going to get them good at knowing how to answer some of these questions ultimately. And I've had people just enroll people on my website, never even getting them on the phone with me. So I want them to have my website, right? You want them to have yours when you go visit them. And then you're going to get past the point of what they're doing with their clients and them liking what it is that you do. But guess what? They're going to ask you, how do your services work? There's a script for that, right? How to answer questions. It's the same script we use when a real estate agent or mortgage lender, when somebody refers us a client, or when we're on social media, and you're going to hear about that a little later in the training. I got a client that's interested in the credit restoration. What do I do now? Well, there's a script for that. Okay, so again, that the actual protection plan script is going to be updated over the next couple of days, and then we're going to upload the most up-to-date information for you so that you can use them. So in the meantime, of course, many of you are new. You're going to be getting them on the phone with me or Lawrence anyway, and we'll be the ones answering their questions for you. Again, remember, like when you're at appointments like this, you're going to be you got to tell them about the Credit My Rent, okay, and the secured card. These are things that are very different from any other company, and most people in the credit-related industries, they haven't even heard of the rental program. And for those of you on here that are hearing it for the first time, I'll just tell you, it's like your clients have the ability. We all have the ability, by the way. It's a program we partner with Credit My Rent, and again, it's in your FES website under products, okay? And you can find out all the information in there. Okay, but basically, if they've been renting for the last year, 2 years, whatever, they can get credit for that on their credit report all at once within 30 to 45 days. It is a powerful, powerful program. There's no credit check. If they've been paying rent and they're trying to buy a house, it's an immediate way to boost their score dramatically. So feel free to jump into your own website, be a willing learner, and look at all the details on that. But it's a no-brainer. That's something that you've got to make sure when you're out talking to corporate accounts that you let them know about. So some quick key points to success when you're going out and talking to someone in the credit-related industry. You're talking to a corporate account. Dress professionally. Whether you're going with Lawrence and I or you're going alone, this is a financial services business. You handle people's credit, you handle their finances. We're talking will, trust, poverty. You can't go out and be in a polo or in slacks or in flip-flops or shorts or in a sundress, right? We dress like we would expect a banker to dress, really. Somebody that does investments for a living. Dress professionally. Wear a suit, at least a nice shirt and a tie. I get that it's Las Vegas and it's hot here for a lot of people, but dress professionally. You never get a second chance to make a first impression. Utilize your expert. You don't have to be the expert just yet. It's a lot to learn when you first come in. And the beauty of this business is that you can earn while you learn. Why would you not have one of us there for you and have us answer all the questions, and then you get credit for everything that comes out of that deal? Every future referral is going to go to you. So utilize your expert. It would be crazy not to. If you're in another city and you don't have one there, then of course have a conversation with us before you go in there. We've got a video just on developing corporate accounts on our YouTube page, FES Team Impact. So you can get really good at that, practice up before you go out there, but use your expert. Focus on your warm contacts. Like I said, who do you know in the credit-related industry? Okay, you'll get so much further if you start with them first. Hey, do you know another real estate agent here? Can you introduce me to another? I have an office here in Las Vegas. I don't meet people at my office, not corporate accounts. I always want to meet them at their office. It's strategic. There's a reason for that. I want them to introduce me to the other real estate agents. I want to walk through there and have them see my name badge that says credit restoration on it. I want to interact with as many of them as possible, and then ask them, what lender are they using? Your business will blow up if you do this the right way, if you really pay attention. Have your materials. Have your materials. Make sure, don't expect your expert to bring them. Okay, you need to bring them. It's your business. You're going to earn the income from everything that comes from this. You're going to bring your folder with your letters inside. Everything that you need, again, is on that video too that you can watch, just that, about developing corporate accounts. But have your materials, have them ready to go. Pay attention. When you are in there and they're telling you what's important to them, you got to be listening. You can't be thinking about what you're going to say next. They'll tell you what's important to them. If you're there with your expert, pay attention to your expert. You don't jump in at all. There's nothing worse you can do to de-edify your expert than to constantly jump in and have something to say. You have your expert there because they know all the answers to the questions, and they're directing the conversation a particular way for you to get success out of it. So we'll bring you in as it's necessary to be like, so, what was your testimonial? How did you feel about the services when you first heard about this? Or we'll bring you in. We'll make sure that you're included in the conversation, but make sure that you're paying attention to what's happening at these meetings. Listen, of course, always listen. Always listen to your corporate account and the person that's your expert. And then lastly, each and every one of these points is hugely important, okay? I created this right here. I do a ton of corporate accounts, but there's nothing more important than don't be late. I mean, all of these are important, like I said, but don't be late. You come blowing through at 5-10 minutes late, forgot your materials, you're all disheveled, you're sweating from running into, the Las Vegas sun and the whole bit, you've already lost them. It's a sign of disrespect to be late. Some people think that, 12 o'clock is a suggestion. It's not. It's the time you're supposed to be there, which means you're there 5-10 minutes early, materials in hand, catching your breath, ready to slay. That's what we do. We're professionals and we show them. Now they might be late and that's okay if they're late, but it's not okay if we are. It's just not okay if we are. So, Mr. Turner, are you back? I'm excited to hear about what you're going to talk about with building our team. But you are on mute.
Yes, I am. Let me see if I can put myself back on control for myself. Let's see. Okay.
I'm clicking give up control right now. And so hopefully that will help you get that back quickly.
Perfect. There you go. There. Okay. Good to go. Good to go. Perfect. Let me just get this back here and we'll get going. Thank you so much, Cynthia. I mean, phenomenal job. And that was one of the things that I knew I had to develop was with corporate accounts. I mean, can you imagine if you do the work, you make your contacts, who do you know that's already in industry? Who do you know that are realtors, mortgage people, sell cars, work in banks? Let them know what you do because all you're doing is adding revenue to their bottom line. So why not go to them and ask them, what do you do with people that can't qualify on your product or services based on credit? And would you be open to learning how you can put more deals on the board, how you can close more sales, how you can close more homes? Would you be open to learning how you can do that and earn more revenue? Would you be open to that? Of course they're going to say yes. And that's what you got to say. It's nothing is better than having someone calling you say, how you doing, Mr. Turner? Such and such referred me to you. I'm trying to buy a house. I need to get my credit together. How does it work and how much does it cost? And you've been a professional, or you're a professional, you studied your scripts, you know what to say, and you close around the phone. Listen, I think I got the record, Cynthia, but I have the record of closing or helping someone get involved in our protection plan 6 minutes and 3 seconds, I think, from scratch. That's pretty good. But I don't know. You may have caught up, but I'm probably not because I'm pretty good at this. Not for real. But anyway.
I'm still about 30 seconds behind you, sir. I think you do still have the fastest time, but you're our vice president. I bow to you. You're the man. You're the man.
Yes, yes. But the thing of it is I learned those scripts. That's what I was told a long time ago. Lawrence, you learn the scripts, you will make money. And guess what I did? Learn the scripts. I didn't wing it. I hate when people say that, I'll just wing it. No, I learned the script because I was told that's what's going to make you money. So great job, phenomenal job. She is absolutely a beast at getting those corporate accounts and closing. And she said some great things. You doing corporate accounts, man, your job is to be there and listen, not to talk, not to nudge, not to send text messages. Oh, say this, say this. That's not your job. They got to that position for a certain reason. Let them do their job. So important. Okay, so I hope so far it's been some great information. It's about 10 minutes to 1. We still got a lot more to go through. We want to make sure we're done at 2 o'clock. So let's talk about what's exciting to me, the most, what I get so enthused about is building your team. See, when you're building your team, think about this. You're looking for dissatisfied people. Okay, understand that. You're looking for dissatisfied people. So what can people be dissatisfied with? Obviously, lack of money, which most people are. They always say, I don't have enough money, because we get people that come into the business, they see the opportunity, but they don't have 288. So I always ask, do you like not having 288? See, that's not a good feeling. As we mature as adults, we should not go without being in a position where you don't have that kind of money, sitting to the side. Or lack of free time. People ask me, well, Lawrence, I just don't have time. Guess what my response is? Do you like not having no time? Well, people say, yeah, I like not having no time. No, people want to have more free time to do a lot of things. Lack of family time, lack of a better future. See, those are the people we're looking for. So you have to focus on, okay, here's what I got to do. I have to expose. What do you have to do? Expose. One more time, expose. When you're exposing, here's what you have to do. You got to look at yourself and say, okay, I'm starting this business, got my business launched. Now, who do I expose this business to? Number one, your warm market. That's why I started my business. That's how I built my business from scratch to becoming a vice president. That was one of the ways, the main way I launched my business. The number one people I hit is the people I knew, my warm market. Second one is cold marketing. That's prospecting. So we're going to talk about these so you understand where you need to be exposed or who you need to be exposing to. And then also social media, which is huge now. If you're not on social media exposing your business, man, you're like a dinosaur, because that's where everybody's at. Everybody's on social media, so you need to make sure you're exposing the proper way on social media. So let's talk about warm market. Who is with warm market? Well, family, friends, co-workers, business affiliates, acquaintances. Some of you may be thinking like, I can't go to them because I tried this, I sold some vitamins, sold some weight loss thing, and those products are fine, but you may have not had as much success with them because you went to them with that. This is something totally different, man. This is truly life-changing. People live in apartments, husband, wife, and kids, where kids don't even have a backyard to play in. You can provide an opportunity where they can own a home and the kids have a backyard. People pay high premiums on car insurance because of their credit. People can't get jobs because of credit. People can't get business loans, can't get credit cards because of credit. And you have the opportunity to provide that. And you're not, understand, so as we go through this, you're not trying to sell them. All you want to do is expose them to what you're doing and let them make the decision on where they want to take this. So when you're building your team, your Walmart, here's what you first got to do. You got to put your list of people you want to expose the business to. It amazes me that there's people in this business that don't even put together a contact list. See, that's part of the system. See, think about it. You own a McDonald's franchise, and the system that McDonald's says you do it this way, this way, this way, and you decide not to do it that way. You want to do it your own way. What's the likelihood of your McDonald's going out of business? It's pretty high because you're not following the system. It amazes me. Don't even put together a list of people that you want to expose the business to. Well, it's in my head. There's a lot of things in your head. You can't find all that stuff yet. You have to put something in writing in front of you so you can keep track, keep inventory on who you've contacted. Now, you got your list. Now you got to get your script. Now you have to know what to say, because all you're trying to do, again, I said this earlier, you're not trying to sell them credit restoration. You're not trying to recruit them in the business. All you want to do is expose them what you're doing and let them make the decision on what they want to do. So this script right here, as Cynthia talked about, we're constantly updating. We got to tweak a few things on the script, but they will be located on our team page in Facebook, FES Team Impact. They will be available for you. And it's very simple, folks. Listen to this. All you do, we'll go through this real quick. All you do is send out a text. It says, hey, LT, listen, when you going to have a few minutes to talk? Guess what they'll normally say? Well, what's it all about? What you talk to me about? All you do is and you talk in your own vernacular, your own language. Don't try to sound like a robot. All you want to do is say, hey, listen, there's something positive, but it's kind of hard to explain over text. When do you think you'll have a few minutes? They say, well, call me now, or call me at 5, or whatever the case may be. So you call them up on the phone. Hey, LT, what's going on, man? I'm glad you had a chance to, I get the chance to talk to you. But how things going? Things good? Okay, great. But listen, man, I came across something that I think you would definitely appreciate knowing about. And what I want to do is get your thoughts on it. When do you think you could spend a few minutes to see what I'm talking about? That's it. See, I didn't say, how's your credit and all that. I didn't say none of that stuff. I just want to show you something. And guess what they normally say? Well, what is it? Very simple. Well, it's really hard to explain. But let me ask you this. How many people do you think you know with less than perfect credit or may have an excessive amount of debt? Guess what they're going to say? Everybody, including me. Exactly. That's why you appreciate knowing about this information. Plus, I'm looking forward to getting to your feedback. Here's what I want to do. I'm going to send some information, a link to some videos so you can see what I'm talking about. Now, should I email them to you or should I text it to you? You got to ask that question. Should I email it to you or text it to you? Well, go ahead and email it to me. Get this email address if you don't already have it. But let me ask you a question. Can you do it now? Can you look at the videos now? No, I can't because I'm at work. Maybe I get off at 5 o'clock. Okay, great. So what I'll do is I'll send you the videos and we'll catch up afterwards after you've looked at the videos. Okay? Talk to you soon. But here's what you want to do. You want to make sure that you send the information to them maybe, I figure, maybe about 15 minutes prior to the scheduled time that they said they were going to watch the video. Because if you send it too early, guess what they'll do? Forget. That's human nature. So this script is available to you, and all you're doing is you want to send them information so they can see what you're doing. They can make a decision and say, I'm interested, I'm not interested, give me more information. That's all I do. I need that credit stuff. They'll talk to you about that. I need to come into the business. They'll talk to you about that. But see, let them make the decision. They're adults. So you've made your list. You made your you got your scripts. You made your contacts. Now here's what you want to do. People say, well, what do I send them? Well, you can send them your FESconnect.net page. And it's located in your back office. If you haven't set that up yet, make sure you get with your upline to set up your FES Connect page. On this page right here, it shows you about the opportunity. It's about opportunity. It's a video right there, and right up under that, they can contact you. They can even enroll as an agent right there. And then below that, they can learn more about our business, how to earn money, the benefits, the lifestyle, supporting and training. They can call you, email you. They can do anything with your FES Connect. Or you can send them to your webpage, myfes.net/ whatever your username. There's a video there, opportunity for them to enroll there also. Or they may just say, listen, send me some information on that credit stuff. Okay, great. Use your website, ucespp.net/ your username, and send them send them the link from there. There's a video about our services, and they can, guess what, enroll right then and there. The greatest feeling is so exciting when you see an email or a text message come across your phone. You just got a new agent, or you just got a new client, and you were sitting back having a margarita or something like that. I mean, how exciting is that? Those things will happen if you follow the system. So now you sent them information. They come back, they say, LT, this sounds great, but I have questions. Here's the mistake new people make. They want to answer their questions. Wrong. That's not what you want to do. That's not the system. What you want to do is properly set up a three-way call. So important that you do that. You mentioned the party today, please. Okay. Okay, so perfect. So what you want to do is this edifying. You have to include this. Edification is one of the key components in network marketing, in multi-level marketing. It's the three-way call. But edifying is so important, and we want to teach you how to edify. We have scripts on how to edify. We have scripts on how to do a proper three-way call. That's located on FES Team Impact. Guess what? They're located there. So now you want to set up a three-way call. Here's how it works. You want to bring, here's you. You're the agent, you're the new agent, you're setting up a three-way call. First of all, you want to make sure you call your expert and let them know, hey, listen, I'm sending out, I'm making contacts with my warm market, and I want to make sure that you're available during these times just in case I need you for a three-way call. They say, okay, 2 to 4, that's when I'm going to be making my calls, that's when I'm going to be sending out videos, and your expert says, okay, great, I'll be available for you. Because it'd be really messed up if you call your expert up, hey, can you do a 3-way call? And they at the movies, or they with a client, or they with their family. See, you want to prepare your expert to make sure that they're going to be available. So here's you. You're going to call up your contact and let them know, hey, listen, you're going to edify your expert because they wanted more information about the business. And that's exactly what you want to do. So you call them first, get them on the phone. Now you're going to call your expert and let them know a little bit about your new person, what type of personality, what type of relationship do you have? Just a little bit about them so your expert knows exactly how to deal with your new contact. And then you merge them together, edify your expert, let them talk, put yourself on mute. Now, you don't have to say anything after that. Because if you can be quiet, no background noise, but if you feel you can't, you're in a place where there's background noise, put your phone on mute. Or if you feel like you got to talk and say something, interject, put your phone on mute. You can talk all day on the phone as long as we don't hear you, because we don't want your contact, to be confused with two people talking at them at the same time. All your job's to do is to listen. Then after the call is over, get back with your expert and talk about how the call went so they can learn. This is a learning process. Very, very important. But the 3-way call is so powerful. The ones that are doing this, they're getting success. The ones that are not doing this, tough time. Understand this. Become great while you learn to become great at explaining. Again, become great at exposing while you learn to become great at explaining the business. Very important. See, we're not in the exposing business. We're in the exposing business, not in the imposing business. Remember that. We're in the exposure. All we want to do is exposure to what we do. We're not in the imposing. Don't impose on people. You don't need to. Expose them, let them know what they do. They'll come back and let you know. Most people got credit challenge. Most people do. There's people out there don't have a will, trust, power of attorney. Identity is not being protected. Let them see what you do and let them make the decision. Expose, don't impose. Very important. So here's a recap. You sit down, put together your list, use your scripts, make contact with them. They watch the videos. They come back and they say, this sounds great, but I have questions. Set up a 3-way call with your expert and let your expert do their job. So that was warm marketing. Let's talk about cold market prospecting. This is something that's near and dear to me, and this is the Players Club. Players, I'm going to explain exactly how it works. This is what helped me so much in this business is the Players Club. These scripts right now, they're located in our FES team Facebook page. Not only the scripts there on cold marketing, but also the actual form, the Players Club. And it looks like this. Here's the form. Okay, let me explain how this form works. This right here again, this form is for people who have no activity, who's trying to build momentum. This form is for somebody to say, I don't know nobody. That's funny right there when people say, I don't know anybody. Everybody knows somebody, right? But let's just say you don't have no friends. You don't have no family. You just dropped into Dayton, Ohio, knowing nobody. This is what you use to build momentum. What it shows is that there's 50 lines in there. And what they're saying is that you make 2 new contacts every day, every month. So you know there's like an estimated 30 days in a month, right? If you made 2, that's 60. So let's say you took some weekends off. But if you made 2 contacts, and like I said, this is my form to help when I want momentum going. But if you made 2 contacts every day, new contacts, you put them on your list, and then what you want to do is the middle part of the form, you see it says there's 15 slots there. You want those 50, you want to contact them within 24 to 48 hours and send them information, okay? You contact them, let them know, hey, this is Lawrence Turner. I met you at your job. You remember me, don't you? See, I never say, do you remember me? I never say that. See, I want to be in control. You remember me, don't you? Even if they don't remember you, guess what they're going to say? Yeah, I remember you, right? So you remember me, don't you? And then you use the script and you want to send them the information. These 15 slots are for people who actually look at the information you sent them. And then right below that, out of those 15, 5 of them will become customers and or agents. You continue to do this form until you got momentum built in your business where you don't have time to use this form. This is if you have nothing going, zero, but you're trying to get your business going, and that's what this form is for, the Players Club. Very, very powerful. So the warm market, that's where you start. If you don't have nothing going, you go to the cold market. So now what I want to do now is I want to bring on back Cynthia Davis, because her and her teams have been doing a phenomenal job on social media. I mean, just doing the absolute stand-up job, because again, that's a huge part in social media, as far as social media, because like I said, that's where most people are at. So you just have to properly expose on social media the right way. And Cynthia Davis is going to talk about some of the things that you can use that people around the country has had a ton of success with. So Cynthia, take it away.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is a big thing right here that I'm about to cover. We've got a lot of people that that they've been breathlessly waiting for this portion of the webinar, and you've been doing an amazing job, sir. So we're very lucky to have you going over that stuff about exposing the business. Because I got to tell you guys, that's the #1 thing. We got to make sure people know what it is we do. And so there's all kind of ways that we do it. But for those of you that really want to capitalize on social media, it's an important thing that you do it the right way. And so there's a few things. I'm going to cover a couple of different angles as far as how you can do that and see some success. So I'm going to start with maybe some beginner type stuff, and then get into just a little bit more detail and who you can follow as far as, you know, that's really crushing it in this business on social media. That's a big deal. So first, let's talk about Facebook. The fact is, if you do any trainings out there for social media, many of them will tell you to start with Facebook. It has the most number of participants. Okay, it's like something like whatever it is, 6 billion people or something on Facebook. Okay, and so, you know, what we want to do for someone that's just like, hey, I just want to start posting something, what do I do? So if you go into your closed group, the closed group FES Team Impact page, right? Like we keep talking about, there's some things in files. If you go to the files tab, you're going to go all the way to the bottom, and you're going to see Facebook launch campaign. Okay, and it lays it out. So just to get an idea, it's like, hey, friends and family, I just started a business. I could really use your support. Would you be willing to let me post something on your page? If so, please type yes. Okay, and it's done for you. All you have to do is copy and paste that onto your own screen. And so if you go to the tab, you'll see exactly what you're supposed to post. And then for those people that say yes, you're going to send them a messenger. They're not going to share your post because they're not in this business necessarily, right? Like you're the one saying, I'm starting this business and I could use your help. So now you're going to copy and paste something to them that all they have to do is copy and paste and tag you in. It's super, super simple. But some things to think about why this is a great way to start it is, first off, it's perfect for the beginner. It's a great way to just launch. Let me tell everybody I just started this new business. It's accessible. Everything is laid out right there perfectly for you. It's free. You're not going to pay for anything in this. You're just utilizing, you know, the other friends and being able to market to even more people because their friends are going to see your post now, whereas before they didn't. And in most cases, they didn't. It's duplicatable. Anybody can do this process. Anybody can. Right? And then it's simple. If you can copy and paste and you know how to edify and do set up a 3-way call, which Mr. Turner just taught us how to do that, right? Plus there's a script on how to do a 3-way call right in the files tab of our FES Team Impact. So simple way. And just so you know, again, you're going to post on Facebook, then people that say yes, you're going to copy and paste a different post in their messenger and ask them to tag you. You'll see it on the files tab when you go look for this in the Facebook page. And then from there, when people say, I'm interested, wait a minute, you can help me with my credit. All you're doing is setting up times for 3-way calls with your sales director and above. That's it. They will do all the work from there. You don't have to know this business inside and out. You can earn while you learn, is what the point of that is. Now, step 2 is to be able to, oh, I'm sorry. So these are the screens. I totally forgot that I put this in there. Sorry. So step 1 is to post on your timeline. Step 2, this is what you're pasting into Messenger. It's just to give you an example of what it looks like. But again, you're going to see it in your files tab as well. So now let's talk about, Instagram a little bit. So Instagram shout outs. This is what people have been doing in this. And if you're on here as a participant, if you could please mute your line. Mr. Turner, if you could help as well too, to help mute some people that might have an open line, that would be helpful. Anyway, so Instagram shout outs. This is something that many people have been able to get to vice president in 6 months and, you know, get R&R Club in a very short amount of time is because they're able to truly capitalize on the social media. And 1 second, I just want to get back to the screen that I was on. I'm not sure if I lost control of the screen here for a second, but so a lot of people have been able to really do really well with this. Now, what is a shout out? A shout out is, you know, being able to do a post on someone else's page, kind of like what we were just talking about. I'm so sorry, guys, for the technology that it keeps going back and forth. But so here's the thing, a shout out is you're finding yourself an influencer, okay? And what I mean by influencer, this is something different from Facebook because people on Instagram have 1 million followers. They have 150,000 followers. It doesn't matter if you only have 50. The beauty of this is you're being able to do a duplicatable process again, right? Of finding people that are influencers on Instagram and have a lot more friends and people following them and have all of them see your posts, okay? So this is something that won't be free, but it can be very affordable. Your budget is up to you. You decide what you want it to be. But I kind of have this laid out a specific way because I want to make sure that you kind of go through this process first. So go to your Instagram. If you already have one set up, great. If you don't, set one up. The way that it looks is hugely important. And just know in a couple of screens here, you're going to be able to see some people to follow that, like I said, are crushing it in this business. Duplicate what they're saying, but, you know, switch it up a little bit for your own websites and stuff. And I'm going to show you that. Just know that, okay? But if you already have it, look at your bio. Make sure it's set up nicely before you launch. Because if people are going to start coming to your page and following you and doing a big thing, because a lot of people will come your direction if you do this, you want to be set up to look right. Okay, so this is not like your Facebook, your social media, your Instagram is not going to be where you're going to be, you know, posting pictures at the club and, you know, and having opinions about politics and religion and all that kind of stuff anymore. This is your business, right? And so how you portray yourself is hugely important, you know, so you're not going to be doing the sexy selfies and stuff like that. Like people are going to want to be doing business with you. And so you have to be careful and do things professionally, just something to put out there. But so your bio, you're going to want to set that up. You're going to be able to look at some professional people in our business that already have one set up. You can certainly go to mine, Lawrence Turner's, or the people that I'm going to show you. Last 12 posts. Generally speaking, in Instagram, when people come to your page, they only look at the last 12. They're not going to keep scrolling through hundreds of your posts in Instagram. So all you got to do is make sure you set up your last 12. Now, there's ways that you can do this. And again, I'm giving you some examples in a moment. So you're going to be able to see how you really should only be doing, like, for instance, 3 posts at a time. And how you lay it out, you could have like one that's a picture of you out there with a real estate agent, or, you know, lifestyle thing. You're off on Monday at noon because you're an entrepreneur versus somebody that has to go to work, you know, a lifestyle type picture. You'll have another one that's going to be more motivational, for instance. And then you'll have another one that's about the business, being an agent or being a customer, something that's going to attract 1 or 2 of those, right? So that's really, you're going to want to lay it out in a appearance way that's going to grab attention. And you're going to know what I mean if you start looking at the people that I'm telling you to look at. You'll see it right away. It's amazing. But then you're going to start thinking about influencers. Who are some people out there that probably have a lot of followers, right? And, you know, what you're doing is you're leveraging other people's credibility, other people's rapport. And what you're going to be doing is negotiating pricing. Okay. You're going to be, you know, asking them, hey, so how much, and all the screens and everything you're going to be able to see, but you're going to be asking them basically, hey, how much did you charge for me to do a shout out on your page? And they'll respond back usually, and some people won't respond, and then you're going to find someone else. So it is a little bit of work in the beginning to find those people that are going to do it for you. But once you find good influencers, you're going to repeatedly do it. Okay. So you might decide that your budget is $20 or it's $100 or it's $1,000, you know, depends what you're doing. So you're going to be able to set up what those leads are. But you have to treat this like a bill that you have to pay. You know, I heard that it's something at a really great event recently that I went to for this in our business. And they were specifically saying you should be reinvesting 40% of the money that you earn from this business. And that's how you're reinvesting it in many cases, is so that you can get that many more leads, that many more posts. So again, there we go. Good. Great. So an example of a good customer shout out that you can send to somebody. I'm just giving you two. And again, last screen here, I'm going to give you some people that you can follow, and you'll see hundreds of choices of things that you can do. These are just a couple. Instagram, all you're doing, for those of you that haven't even set up an Instagram or not sure how it works, everything is driven by a picture. You're trying to grab attention with a picture. So there's all kinds of examples of this. But here's just a couple of what people use. You'll go into your Instagram, you'll post this, you'll make a caption on it, and you can just copy and paste what other people have done and just change it to your phone number, right? Text info to this number, you know, DM me at this page, you know, whatever it is, it's just your own information. But here's just a couple of examples of customer shout outs that you can put on someone else's page that'll attract a ton of attention. And people be like, wait a minute, what? I don't need to pay the debt. Wait a minute, you can help fix credit, right? So these are just some ideas of that. Then here's some examples of agent shout outs. This is like things that you can post on your page. But again, remember, we're trying to get on other people's pages that have a lot more followers than we do, and without having to buy followers. Like, guys, buying followers, just in my opinion, isn't the best use of your money. Like, because so many of them are going to be faking the whole bit, right? So, but if you find an influencer, the people really are following them, right? And someone like that endorsing you is very powerful and goes a long way. So again, here are some examples of agent shout outs. And here's a page you've probably been waiting for. I highly suggest, I'm just slowing it down for a second because I know I talk fast, okay? Highly suggest you take a picture of this page. Know who these people are, because these are the ones that I constantly like, oh, I need to post something today. I can't even think of what to post. And I'll go to one of these people's page and I'll copy it. Nice and easy. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to be so creative. We're all busy and have a lot to do. Duplicate what's already working. These are best practices. So go to these people's page. These are just a couple suggestions. I'm sure many of you know some other leaders that you've heard of in our company that are doing big things in social media, you know, but Hanzo Dennis is the one that literally is getting over 100 upwards. His record, he said, is 200 sales in a month, simply from doing this process that he's teaching. And so if you go to these YouTube pages, what you're going to be able to see is these are a couple of videos that Hanzo is doing that he's not trying to do anything but help other people that are trying to be successful in FES on social media. So check these things out. How do I do a good ad on Instagram? How do I, you know, do a good shout out on Instagram? And he's walking through the process with you on YouTube, where you can pause, watch it again, the whole bit. Amina Rashid, and he's a vice president, by the way, same as Lawrence Turner, over 100,000 in business, and the guy is slaying it on social media, okay? Amina Rashid, she's an executive vice president, and we have Ajaya Hongo. I'm mentioning these other ladies because, yes, they're doing amazing things on social media, but I love the way their layout is on Instagram. Look at it. Do something that's going to grab attention, because you have to separate yourself from everyone else. That's the biggest thing. Anybody else out there that's talking about credit repair or you know, any other FES agents, for instance, why should people talk with you? So what I want to do now is, many people on our team have been watching Christy Montmore. She is doing big things on social media, on Facebook. She is very, very aggressive. And so what I wanted to do today, both myself and Lawrence, is give her the opportunity to talk just a little bit about what she's been able to do on social media. Why is she seeing so much success on social media? Give us some great tidbits, Christy. Christy, are you there? Recently field trainer and on the borderline of senior field trainer. Can't wait to see her do this. So Christy, are you there?
I'm here.
Yay! How excited are you?
There she is. Let me try to get Christy on video. Let me see if I can get her up there.
Oh, good. And I wasn't sure if you were doing audio or video, so hopefully she's prepared for that.
Let me get her happy, smiling face up there.
Yes. Well, she should be happy. I mean, this woman is blowing things out of the water, and she's been doing such a great job. Yay, there she is.
Hey, what's up, Christy? Knock it out the park. So,
So
Christy, go ahead.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
I'm sorry.
Cynthia.
Did you want to ask her a question?
No, go ahead, Cynthia.
Okay. So, Chrissy, super proud of you. You and I met on social media, which is a great. And I'll be honest, I probably don't even do 10% of what you do. Like, you are a beast on social media, and so many people are like, how do I do what Christy's doing? And I'm just giving out her phone number left and right. But this is awesome because everybody can now hear from you. Tell us why you have so much success on social media. What do you do?
Well, I get paid to be on social media now. I mean, I was on social media all the time and looking at what other people were doing. I'm like, how can I make money on social media? And I was in a different company at the time. You liked a comment that I put, so I asked you a question about your hair. And you came back to me, and that's how we met. We started talking. You convinced me. You didn't even have to convince me. I had bad credit at the time. I needed good credit. I signed up, went to a Super Saturday like this one, signed up as an agent the very next day. And then I put a little bit on social media. And then when we went to the Super Saturday in LA, I was like, I have to be one of these people that are on stage. I have to figure out what to do. From then, what you guys say, duplicate. I go on other people's social medias that are in the company. But what I do is I go to my back office and I see who got promoted and within that month, or who the top promotion people are. I find them on Facebook. I say, what are they saying that I can say, and I can get the customers and I can get the agents too? So I scroll through, I stalk their Facebooks for a while. I see where they get the most comments. I duplicate it. I put my own wording in it. I change the emojis to what I like, and then people respond.
Wow.
And I do it consistently every day, 2, 3, 4 posts a day. I do personal, I do fun things, I do business, and I'm never negative. Nobody knows when I'm having a bad day. Nobody knows if I'm upset. Everything is always positive, and I'm always willing to help other people.
Good job. I mean, that's see, stuff like that. That's, if you hear what she's saying, she's consistent. She follow other people. She goes to the training. She follow the system. See, that's what it takes. That's why she's having success. She's getting promoted. She got people in her organization getting promoted. She'll be minimum at least senior field trainer. She got promoted to field trainer last month. She'll be minimum senior field trainer, if not sales director, because she's doing the system, using social media and doing a phenomenal job. I mean, Christy, that's absolutely phenomenal. Cynthia, do you want to add anything on to that?
Oh, yes. She's saying so many key things, and I really hope you guys are listening. You know, being coachable, just like, you know, hey, I want to learn more about social media. She was already crushing it on social media, but she went to a Super Saturday training in California. Okay. We drove there, stayed overnight, watching a ton of the best people in the business, some of them, and teaching how to do this stuff to get even better. She never stops growing, developing, listening. How can I do better? And something like, she works a full-time job, people like, you know, people like, oh, maybe she's, you know, a stay-at-home mom or something. No, she works hard, but every break, every lunch, after work, she's texting me at 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night sometimes, you know, because she's still going, because she's passionate about this and she believes. Right. Passionate belief go a long way. Can you say amen to that, Lawrence?
Exactly. She doing. Now, like Cynthia tell me, she got 3-way call. She got this set up. Her people got 3-way calls. She just constantly on it. It's not a surprise, Christy, that you're having the success that you're having. And not only that, the checks that you've been getting. Go ahead, girl, with your bad self.
And they're just going to get bigger. They're just going to keep getting bigger. I want to know some of the things, though. I do have a question for her, because I think if you follow her, you see the things that she's doing on her page. But I would really like to hear her tell you guys what she's doing behind the scenes. So yes, she's finding other people that are successful and stuff, but she's gotten a lot of leads by all of the other activities when she's out there. And can you just tell us a little bit, Christy, about, like, you're constantly looking on the feeds and responding to people and commenting?
Well, I just started doing Instagram, and yeah, I'm always on Facebook. I mean, I'll sneak at work and I'll get a Facebook. I'll get a Facebook notification on my watch, and I'm like, oh, I got a notification. So I'll excuse myself and I'll go out in the lobby. So I always want to make sure that I respond to the person. Or want to make them wait, and I'll be like, I'm in a meeting. Can I give you a call back in like 5 minutes? And then like 5-10 minutes later, I'll go back outside and I'll respond to them. And then I'll set up a 3-way and text Cynthia real quick and be like, hey, are you ready at 12:30? That's when I go to lunch. Can we do a 3-way? Like, sure, I'm available. I'm like, okay. 12:30, as I'm walking out the door, I'll call them. And then as I'm getting in my car, I'll get Cynthia on the phone and let her take it from there.
Wow.
And she's so funny on a 3-way call, Lawrence, because, you know, we'll be on a 3-way call. She's on mute. She's doing what she's supposed to do. And I'll be like, okay, so what I'm going to have Christy do is I'm going to have her go ahead and text her your link so that you can go ahead and get started. And as soon as we hang up, and where she'll come, okay, I just texted it. Like she's Johnny on the spot. She doesn't wait.
Yeah.
She doesn't have She does it.
That's the type of people, man. You get somebody like that in your organization, man. It's the same way, Sam, when you came to the business. You were doing all the things. You was following the system. It was a breath of fresh air. So I know how you feel when you get people like that into your organization. So, Christy, great job. Thank you for coming on.
So appreciative. Great job, girl.
Thank you.
Keep doing it. Keep doing it. And I love that hair. What's up with that pink? I like that. That's pretty cool.
Purple. It's purple.
Oh, it's purple?
Yes, it's purple, but I see pink too, and I love it. So hey.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, let me get everything going so we can continue and finish this out. We'll go rock and roll from there. So perfect. Let me just get everybody out from there and mute her and let's perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish it. This last part out, we're talking about again building your team. What we want to talk about is communication. So now you put your list together. You reach out on social media. You send people information. You got to understand you have to communicate with people. See, think about this. Everything communicates. The way you dress, the way you walk, the way you speak, the way you look, everything communicates. So you have to work on becoming a great communicator. And you have to start with the basics. Think about this. Most people think when you talk, that's communication. It's not. It's only 7% of communication. 38% is facial expressions and body language, and 55% is tonality, the tone of your voice. That's the biggest component of communication, is the tone of your voice when you're talking to people. So there's personality types. There's what's called the winter, spring, summer, and fall. Everyone has one of these personalities into them, but one is more dominant than the other. So you have the first one, second, third, and fourth. So we always say winter, spring, summer, and fall. Now I know how to talk to them all. So let's dive into each one of these personalities. And I know some of you on this training, you're going to be saying, oh, that's me. That's me. Oh, that's not me. But you're going to see exactly if you are one of these. Is it your primary? Is your secondary, tertiary, your fourth? You're going to feel, but everyone have all of these personalities. It's just one is more dominant than the other. So let's talk about winter. So what do you think about winter? The traits and strength of a winter. They're very extremely driven, goal-oriented, competitive, money-motivated, materialistic, and they're very assertive. Those are the strengths of a winter. Those ones, you get those in your business, man, they're going to take this business to another. They can care less about the Youth Financial Literacy Foundation. They just want to know, how much money can I make? How big can I get? Where's my R&R card, you know? And then you got the weaknesses, because everybody has weaknesses. You can find a winter has maybe the kind of harsh, kind of cold, insensitive, self-centered, greedy, arrogant. Now, this is not saying that, okay, you need to change from being one personality to another, make it more dominating. You just need to work on your weaknesses because you have to deal with other personalities. So the next personality, this next personality is a spring. What's a spring? Yay! A spring is team-oriented. They are all for the cause and the mission. They're very warm and friendly, very compassionate people, good listeners, so caring about people. They want to put their arms around you and sing Kumbaya all the time, and they're just so loving. But that's the personality of a spring. Now, there's some weaknesses with a spring. They're overly sensitive. They like to avoid confrontation, overly accommodating, easily swayed. They can have one way of doing things, and somebody can talk to them, they go another way, flowing with the wind, wherever the wind takes you. Timid, overly sympathetic. Those are the weaknesses of a spring. How about the next personality? Summer. Woo, woo, woo. Summer. What are the strengths of a summer? Well, they're very outgoing. Let me tell you something. Summers, those are normally your best recruiters. Man, they'll talk to anybody. They don't care. They'll let them know, hey, listen, you ever thought about doing something different? You keep your ear to the ground for an opportunity, whatever. They'll talk to anybody. They're very social, dynamic, and energetic. They're fun, visionary, people-oriented. But guess what? Summer has some weaknesses as well. Very unorganized. Man, I got a little summer in me. My primary personality is winter. My second is summer. And you know, a summer personality, they always start their conversation off as, where's my key? Where's my lighter? Where's my folder? Where's my tablet? Where's my phone? That's what a summer do. They always start everything off with, where's my? Easily distracted. They overcommit. Man, I'm going to be a vice president. I just signed up yesterday. I'm going to be a vice president next week. That's a summer, man. Easily involved in drama. How about that? You said this. Look what they said. That's a summer. Scatter all over the place. But again, you got your strengths, but you want to work on your weaknesses. And then the last personality is fall personality. Very organized, that's their strength. Responsible, prepared, very analytical. Show me the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Let me read that from front to back. Very structured, meticulous. They normally like to wear grays and whites and black, very, subdued type of colors, right? Some of their weaknesses, slow to move to action. Hey, you have somebody watch a video, a webinar, or a presentation. More than likely, a fall will not make the decision that night to get involved. They need to do their due diligence. That's what a fall is. Overanalyze, appear unemotional. I've seen that. I remember I told Chrissy, she was looking at me when we was doing the Saturday training. I said, you must be a fall, because you just looking at me. No smile, no nothing. But look at her now. She a monster. Very rigid, against change. Those are some weaknesses of a fall. So the reason we bring you up with this, because you cannot, if you're a winter personality, you can't talk to a spring with your strengths, because you could scare them off. You have to understand their personality talks. You may have to, as a winter, you may have to lower your voice a little bit, maybe bring up the YFL with them, but you can recognize these personalities when you first talk to someone. A summer and a fall, they have different strengths and weaknesses. You got to pay attention to the personality so you know how, if you're a summer, on how to speak to a fall, so you can have them pay attention to you. Because if you're talking too crazy, they're going to be in the back of their mind, I don't like this person. I wish they get out of my face. When can I leave? When it's lunch break? That's all they want to know. They want to get away from you. So pay attention to the personality. Very, very powerful training. I spent thousands of dollars to learn about this, and I'm pretty good at this, and you can too. So understanding personality, what you want to do is learn to see other people's perspective. That's all you're trying to do. Let me see their perspective. It's not all about you. It's about them and understanding how to communicate with them so they can pay attention and possibly come on board with you as a business partner and or as a client. Very, very powerful stuff. So let's talk about promotions and compensation plan. This is some good stuff right here. So what we want to do, let's talk about the promotions first. Now, I'm going to show you how to go from agent to sales director. We have a platform on how you can become a brand new agent and get to the position of sales director within 90 days. And I tell people this all the time. Do some people take a lot longer to get to sales director? Yes, it took me longer because I didn't know what I was doing, number one. Number two, I didn't have a local team or leadership to help me understand what it takes to become a success in here. I had to learn it on my own and through phone calls, because it took me 14 months to become a sales director. There's people now in the company that makes it in a month or less. But if you can do it in 90 days, I'm going to show you how it's done. And if you don't make it in 90 days, does that mean you need to quit? No. It just means it's going to take you a little bit longer. So the first position you want to come in as an agent, and let me show you how long you want to be an agent. You guys ready for this? Pay attention. This is very important. This is how long you want to be an agent. That fast. You want to get out of the agent position as soon as possible. And if you're not following the system, it's going to be tough for you to get past the agent position. So, first position, field training. You need to bring in 2 active, personally sponsored agents. Okay? You need to do a minimum of $400 in each one of those 2 teams, and you need to do $1,600 total volume in your team in 1 volume month. You accomplish this, you are a field trainer. Next position, senior field trainer. Here's what you need to do. You need to bring in 2. Now, you've already brought in 2 as a field trainer. You don't need to bring in 2 more. You already have 2. Just got to make sure they're active. What is active? They need to be active on the protection plan, paying their $89 per month, or they've got 5 protection plans and they're getting theirs for free. We'll talk more about that as we go through the training. They need to do a minimum of 500 in each leg. And you need to do a total of 5,000 in your business, because now you have more people in your organization. You have more people helping you to accomplish this goal. Next position. Oh, excuse me. One more thing. Not only do you have to have the 5,000, the 2 teams, 500 each leg, you also have to have 2 active field trainers. So not only you get promoted, you got to help other people in your organization get promoted as well. See, it's not all about you again, that you're getting all the promotion. People in your team need to be experiencing success also. So you can do all this business, but your team's not getting promoted, you're not going to get promoted. So in order to become a senior field trainer, you have to have 2 active field trainers on your team. Next position, sales director. Here's a little change here. Instead of having 2, now you need to bring on an additional personally sponsored active agent, okay? And you have to have a minimum of 1,000 in each one of those legs, and your total volume needs to be $10,000 in volume. The additional requirement here, you have to have, instead of 2 active field trainers, you need to have 3 active field trainers. Because you got to understand this. Some people may think, man, 10,000? That's a lot. No, you have more people in your organization. They're getting promoted. They're bringing in more business. And that's what's going to get you to the promotion of sales director. And that's the position, that's the biggest sales increase as far as percentage in our entire compensation program. At that position as a sales director, you should be making, if you're a good sales director, doing the business right, following the system, not creating something that's not been proven. A good sales director, you should be making about $1,000 a week. $1,000 a week. A lot of times people go full-time at that position. I'm just very, very powerful. So now let's talk about something else. So you got promoted. I want to teach you a strategy on how to balance your team out. And it's something that the company allows us to do, and it's called sponsor placement. Here's what it says. It says you have 60 days to place new agents that you bring in within your organization once they have been enrolled. So that means if, let's say, for example, if Christy brings me in, she has 60 days to place me under anybody she wants to balance out her team. See, sponsor placement is for the person doing the sponsoring. It's not for the new agent. See, some people get into the business and say, well, you haven't put nobody up under me. Listen, that's not what this is for. If somebody placed somebody under you, you need to get on your knees and say, thank you. Ah, yes, thanks for putting somebody in. It's not required for someone to place people under you. It's your job to build your team. The person above you, they're trying to balance out their organization, so you may be fortunate enough, to get someone under you. But most of the time, it's not going to happen. But just in case it does, make sure you thank the person who did that for you. But don't expect it, but thank them. What you want to do, and some of you may be saying, well, how does that work? But listen, work with your upline sales director and above to determine the best place to move new agents on your team to balance it out, to make sure you hit your promotions, okay? Compensation plan, customer acquisition bonus. This bonus right here is going to be the main income source you want to focus on when you're new in the business. Here's how it works. A new agent that comes into the business must accumulate 2 protection plan payments within their first 70 days of coming into the business in order for that customer acquisition bonus to be triggered. Now, this could come in 2 forms. You can either get 2 customers who've made 1 payment, or you can get 1 customer that have made 2 payments. Once you've done that, what you want to do is take those sales and place them under that new agent that got into the business and they've been in for less than 70 days, and you will trigger a customer acquisition bonus, which will show the money that's made. So the strategy, get customers, get agents, equals your full customer acquisition bonus, okay? That report you can find, and we talked about this earlier, you can find that report under your back office, under reports and under agent reports, and then you click on CAV report. Pay attention to that report, because you do not want to lose money when you have the opportunity to earn income. Remember, A new agent within their first 70 days, you have the opportunity to trigger a CAB for yourself. Now, the CAB is for the person above you, not the new agent. The CAB bonus is not for the new agent. It's for the person above you in your upline, okay? Remember that. It's not for the agent. That's not the customer acquisition bonus. It's for the person above you. That's what the customer acquisition bonus is for, okay? So let's talk about how the money you can earn. So as an agent, here's what we have. We have the initial, remaining, and total CAB. Let's talk about an agent. The initial CAB, here's how you earn that. You earn $40 when you bring in a new agent. They have no sales under them, no protection plans. The company, let's say you bring in an agent today. You put no sales on them. They get no protection plan sales. Next Thursday, you're going to get a check for $40. Let's say the week after, you get 2 sales put up under them, or 1 customer with 2 payments, and you place it under that new agent. You, as the person who put those sales under them, or they get their own sales, you will get an additional $60 for a total of $100. Let's say that you do it all in 1 week. Let's say today is Saturday. You bring in a new agent, and they go out and get 2 protection plan sales the same day today. Thursday, you as the upline will receive a customer acquisition bonus of $100. You're an agent, they're an agent, your customer acquisition bonus is $100, okay? Everybody follow me on that? Remember, all has to be done in the same week in order for you to get your total CAB. If they're done in separate weeks, you'll get initial and get your remaining. But make sure it's done within 70 days of that new agent coming to the business. As a field trainer, $160. Senior field trainer, $240. Sales director, $380. Think about if you brought in an agent, let's say you brought in 3 agents a week, and you were doing the things that Cynthia was talking about, having sales ready, and you place those sales under your new agent, and you're a sales director, that's 380 times 3. That's over $1,000 per week. And that's just you. We're not talking about override customer acquisition bonus. We're just talking about your personal customer acquisition bonus, because you do earn income from overriding other people in your team that trigger CAB bonuses. I'm just super excited. So we got regional sales reps. We got people that's in the business. Their total CAB bonus, $430. Executive sales director, Cynthia Davis, $475. Vice president, look at this, $500. Every time you bring in an agent, personal agent, and they get 2 protection plan sales or 1 sale with 2 payments, that's a $500 bonus. And it's all done in the same week. If it's not done in the same week, it's split up under initial and remaining. Goes all the way to the top position of Pinnacle Vice President, which is $560 every time that happens. I mean, customer acquisition bonus is ridiculous. I love that bonus. So think about it. Here's a theoretical example. Let's say you're a sales director. You bring in 5 people. Let's say it took you a year. Let's say it took you 14 months like it took me. You have 5 people that you brought into the business across the country. They bring in a few agents, let's say a total of 20, and they all did their first 2 protection plans. You would earn anywhere about $5,000 in customer acquisition bonus just on that small organization right there. I'm just so powerful. Another way how we earn income is through our residual income example. See, this is the lovely part. You can make money while you're sleeping because the company gives you the opportunity to earn residual income, and that's through our protection plan membership. See, we have this saying with our company, it's called Strive for 5. Strive for 5. What does that mean? Well, Strive for 5 means that when you bring in 5 agents and or customers, you no longer have to pay for your protection plan. You no longer pay $89 per month, but yet you get to enjoy the benefits of the protection plan. You get to get your credit together, your will and trust, identity theft, access to a credit attorney. All the things that the protection plan offers, yours is for free. All you have to do is bring in 5 protection plans and or customers. So you can have 2 agents, 3 customers, yours is for free. 4 customers, 1 agent, yours is for free. Doesn't matter. But think about this. I want to show you about something about exponential growth. What if those 5 people say, if you can do it, I can do it? And you know what I say to that? We'll see. So, but it can be done. What if those, just think about this. What if those 5 people say, if you can do it, I can do it? Each one of those 5 get 5. Then those 5 get 5. Then those 5 get 5. Then those 5 get 5. You can have an organization that have over 20,000 protection plans. Now, is it going to work exactly like that? Probably not. Because you're going to get some people that come to your organization that get 1. You'll get some people that get 0, still waiting to make their first sale, thinking it's just going to fall out of the sky. You got to go to work. You'll get some people that come to your organization that get 5, that'll get 10, that'll get 20, that'll get 30 personally themselves. That's going to happen. Inevitably, that will happen. Whether you're trying to stop it or not, it's going to happen. But if you did do those numbers, that'll pay you $75,000 a month in residual income and bonuses. But let's say you only got 10% of what we're talking about. That's still $7,500 a month. 10%. If anybody out there in webinar land will be like, Lawrence, I'm only making $7,500 a month in my own business, I got a problem. Yeah, you got a problem. We need to talk about it because you should be happy. Most people that start their businesses are out of business within the first 5 years. You built something that's paying you that kind of income, residual income. We're not talking about all the other money. We're talking about the residual component. And then also, let's say you got 1%. That's $750 per month that you're coming in. You only got 1% of what we're talking about this afternoon, and you're still getting $750 per month. Listen, that can determine the kind of car you drive. That can determine where you live, your zip code, where you eat. No more Red Lobster. You're going to a real seafood place. I like Red Lobster. They got good biscuits. But anyway, that can determine the vacations you take, the hotels you stay at. See, that's what we're talking about, just 1%. I said to myself, man, I know I can get at least 1%. 1%. You build something like that, man, your life could totally change. Another compensation that we get, and it's level overrides. Here how I work. I'm going to run through this. But level overrides, when you want to override your team, you get to override your level 1. So let's say Christy brought me in. I've had her level 1. She can override anything that I do. But now let's say I bring somebody in. And if Christy wants to override the person I brought in, that's her level 2, she has to have brought in 2 active personal agents in order to override my person. In order to override level 3, Christy needs to become a field trainer. Level 4, she needs to become a senior field trainer. Level 5, she needs to become a sales director. So as your team gets deeper, you need to be getting promoted so you can take advantage of all the income that's waiting there for you. Level 6, in order to override level 6 from Christy, she needs to be a regional sales director. Now, here's when it starts to get more fun. In order to override your level 7 to infinity, you need to be an executive sales director and above. That's an organization that does $50,000 and some other qualifications in a volume month to become an executive sales director, which is the position of Cynthia Davis. To infinity, so if you got somebody way down 500 levels below, you earn income. That's level overrides. We have generational bonus. This starts at the executive sales director position. All the sales that your team does, you earn an additional percentage. Executive sales director, 1 point. All the way up to the pinnacle level, which is 2.75% on all the sales that happens in your organization. We also have another bonus, infinity bonus. This bonus starts at the sales director position. This is a monthly bonus that's paid when an agent achieves the paid as position as sales director or above. Bonuses will be paid monthly during the 2nd week of each month, volume month for the previous month. So this past Thursday was infinity bonus payment time. That's why I love the 2nd pay period of the volume month. It starts off as sales director, a half a point. So a sales director needs to do 10,000, a half a point on 10,000, that's an additional $50 bonus that the company pays their sales director. And some of you may be thinking, $50, that's it? Listen, $50 is $50. Nobody will turn down $50 as being given to them. Regional sales director, 3/4. Executive sales director, 1 point. So executive sales director do $50,000 in business. They get 1 point on that. That's an extra $500 on top of everything that they earn from other ways how we earn income. Vice president, 1.5, all the way to the top position, which is pinnacle, 3 points. In order to be at the pinnacle level, your organization needs to have done $10 million. Remember that, $10 million in 1 volume month. And we have someone that has done that, has achieved that position. So 3 points on 10 million is $300,000 bonus. Everybody get that? $300,000 bonus, infinity bonus. And don't forget the generational overrides. 2.75, 275,000. It's ridiculous. You put in the work, you can get there. You may or may not want to get there, but listen, people are getting there. Senior executive vice president, senior regional vice president, there's people there that's doing it. You accumulate protection plans in your team. Here's another way we get compensated, and that's through our FES R&R Club. First level, once you build 500 protection plans in your team, okay, you and your team collectively, 500, you are qualified to be in the level 1 of our R&R Club. $600 a month car allowance. Level 2, as your team starts to get bigger, you get more protection plans. Level 2, $10,000 car bonus. Level 3, they increase your car allowance from $600 to $1,500 per month to get you a Mercedes, Cadillac, or an Audi. How about that? Level 4, $25,000 cash bonus deposit. And again, this is outside of your regular pay. Level 5, $50,000 cash bonus, and they increase they give you an upgrade to your car to a Bentley. Level 6, $5,000 a month for a house payment. You got to think about this. The company's paying for your car. They're giving you bonus. They're paying for your house payment. You got great credit. You got a business. You're an entrepreneur. You should be smiling every single day with no worries, where you have control of your time, income, and your life. Level 7 through 10, hey, listen, here's one opportunity where you have monthly retirement bonus, up to $25,000 a month the company will put into a retirement account in your name. Lifetime bonus, some of you that are big thinkers, $150,000 to $250,000 a month. See, when you get your paycheck from FES every Thursday, you get to click on these little plus signs, and they show you everywhere and who you got paid on. I mean, it's just super exciting to see that every Thursday. So exciting. Matter of fact, you can see it on Wednesday, who you got paid on and which part of the compensation plan you got paid on. Super exciting. That R&R Club is well worth over $3 million annually to each and every FES agent that comes into the business. You can get a piece of the pie and be in the R&R Club. So exciting. I remember when I qualified for the R&R Club, I have a picture when I went over 500. And I said, listen, I need to get the Mercedes. And that's what I got, the big boy. You have the opportunity to do that. I'm just so excited. Some people will be coming onto our team, getting into the R&R Club. That's the exciting. It's not only that, you know, I make it. It's other people that get into it. And there's so much room for people to get into the R&R Club. It's just a matter of you willing to put in the work. Are you willing to treat this business as a serious business and become a professional? It's up to you. Training, use the system. We have this word system. Understand what the word system means. System means save yourself time, energy, and money. Follow the system. Stop trying to create. Stop trying to find the slick ways on how to do things. You need to follow the system. I just got a text message from Christy. Christy said, what'd she say? I need the Audi. That's right. You go to work, you keep doing what you're doing, you can get the Audi. But make sure you follow the system. You don't follow the system, you ain't getting no Audi. But there's people that come in, they may have had success in other careers, and they come over here to FES and think that's going to translate to here. It's not. You have to be coached on how to do the business a certain way that's been proven to work. You don't have to create. See, I didn't create. I just followed. When they started do the Players Club, okay. Hold a meeting, okay. Use three-way calls, okay. Learn the script, okay. Put your warm market together, okay. Prospect, okay. I did whatever they told me to do because I wasn't trying to create. I'm not that guy. Show me somebody that's having success, and I'll do the same thing they did. And that's what helped me so much in the business. So understand, we're getting down to the end of this. We have to get great at doing and duplicating 4 things, folks. 4 things we have to get great at doing. And those 4 things is we have to be great in duplicating that, getting agents, getting customers, getting referrals, and getting trained. Every FES agent in this business do the same exact thing as a brand new agent. I'm a vice president. I do what I do, get agents, get customers, get referrals, get trained. Christy's a field trainer. What is her job to do? Get agents, get customers, get referrals, get trained. People on this call, what's your job to do? Get agents, get customers, get referrals, get trained. You can't skip on any of these if you're trying to be a success in this business. You got to be great at doing and duplicating these 4 things. So powerful. So now that you've been through the training, you understand you got to follow a system. You understand you got to make content, expose. Get great at building your corporate accounts. Get great at social media. Making sure that you're doing the right things. Now what your job is to do is to plug into what's next. That's how you build your business. We call the concept of recruit to invite. And what that means is that you want to recruit people into your business. If that's what you're doing, if you're building a businlet people into your business and help them. Let me just get this right on. Barbara. Let me mute her out. There you go. So what you want to do is be able to bring people in and help other people that's in your organization to invite people to the next event. Here's what I mean. Let's say it's just you. You don't focus on recruiting. You just focus on inviting, and you're inviting people to the next upcoming event. You're the only person working. But what if you worked on day one, start to recruit people, start following the system, and people start to come to your business, and you tell your new recruits, okay, the next event is this. Let's all invite here. Now you have not only you have people that you brought into the business. They're inviting to the next event also, because you want to promote the next upcoming event. You want to promote the upcoming conference call, webinar, or training, because what you're trying to do is to help more people get exposed to FES. And that's the most important part. So when you're doing that, the next event that you want to promote to is our Tuesday Zoom meeting. This past Tuesday's Zoom meeting, we had the most people there, very excited. We just got to keep the momentum going. Tuesday at 7 p.m., that's the link to invite your new guests to be exposed to FES. We try to do the best job we possibly can, but that's what you want to do. That's the next upcoming event. So everybody should be focusing on, okay, Tuesday at 7 p.m., I got to make sure I got my new guests. Not only you, but your new guests need to be in, because we want to expose them to this incredible opportunity that has changed so many lives across the country. It's changed my life, my family's life, my friends' life, and I've met new people into this business that I've developed lifelong relationships with. You can do the same thing. Surround your people, surround yourself around people that are trying to go where you want to go. Don't stick around and be average and ordinary, because that gets you nowhere. I tell my daughter all the time, well, she knows now, is that I said, don't ever call me average and ordinary. You know what she calls me? Dad, you crazy. You crazy. That's the best compliment you can give me. Call me crazy, but don't call me average and ordinary. And don't call me late for dinner. But anyway, that's the next upcoming event, this Tuesday Zoom call. So folks, this concludes the Super Saturday training. I want you to know that this training is being recorded, and you can access that training on YouTube. This training recording, it'll give me a little bit to upload it to YouTube. But when you go to YouTube, search FES Team Impact. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the video. Whether you like it or not, still like it. But anyway, make sure you subscribe. Click the little bell to make sure you get the upcoming videos that come on. But this will be there later on today, so you can review it. You can send it to people that were not able to get on the Super Saturday training. But folks, we did this an incredible amount of time. I told you, Cynthia, 2 o'clock, we was going to be done with this. Just super excited about it. And folks, get after it. We have 3 more weeks. This is a 5-week volume month. We have 3 more weeks to get after it. Do whatever you got to do to get your promotion. How long do you have to be an agent? You should be an agent that long. Get to the point where you're at field training and start moving forward from there. So folks, again, appreciate you guys. Make it happen. Get on the Tuesday Zoom call. Let's build, 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 grow, grow, grow. More promotions. Congratulations to all the people that got promoted this month. I mean, it's just phenomenal. Christy's team doing a phenomenal job. Shari, other people, Melissa, just absolutely incredible, just doing the right thing. You guys keep doing, keep being the example. Keep mopping the floor with everybody else, because you guys are doing it. Much love to you guys. Hey, I see everybody at the top, because you know what? It's way too crowded at the bottom. Much love, everybody. Take care.